My name is Cassidy Carlson.
Ray LaVenture.
Grace Watson. I am graduating in 2023, and I'm a BFA, which means I am a Bachelor in Fine Arts at Keene State College.
When students first come in and they declare themselves art majors, everyone comes in as a BA, so a Bachelor of Arts. In your sophomore or junior year, you can apply for the BFA program, which is your Bachelor of Fine Arts.
The BFA program is kind of a more in-depth program for art kids with either graphic design or studio art. I personally am a studio art, so I do ceramics, printmaking, painting, drawing, all that kind of stuff. And then there are some students who do both graphic design and studio art.
We get to focus on kind of whatever you want to focus on in your art. We have great mentors who step in and help and give you guidance, but most of the time you get to focus primarily on something you're interested in or a particular field of art. Whatever you want to do, we're able to try our best to make it happen.
In your senior year, you get your own studio space. Sometimes you get one as a junior if there's enough space, but usually it's just seniors.
We get our own private student, not private, but we get our own studios. We all get to put our work in a show at the end of the year, and I just like the fact that we had to take more classes with the art program and just get to do one-on-one stuff with the professors. It just kind of made me feel better about doing art.
So I knew that after undergrad I wanted to go to graduate school and get my MFA. And it's kind of, you don't need to, there's a bunch of different paths, but it's kind of recommended if that's something you want to do, that you get your BFA first.
I really wanted to have more assistance and more guidance in my artwork. And I wanted to find kind of my artistic style. And I thought that if I joined the program, I would be able to accomplish both of those things.
We have a big project that we work on for the year. I haven't started that yet because I'm not a senior yet, but just kind of a side project I've been working on is I'm doing a mural for the side of Brewbakers in Nova Arts, and I just finished that, so we're putting it up this week. I decided to create this piece because one of the classes I'm taking is Art and Community, and we had to submit a public art proposal, painting or sketching out what my idea was, writing about my idea, submitting it, and then them accepting it, and then, kind of just working on getting it done on a big board and making sure that it was a mix of what I wanted, a mix of what they wanted, and a mix of what my professor wanted also.
My favorite piece, I think in the last year or so that I've made is this, I don't even know what to call it. I've been calling it a yarn painting, and that's just kind of stuck, but it's basically a canvas that I spent hours and hours gluing this one strand of yarn to back and forth and back and forth.
The project I just finished in this program is what I call Graceland, and it's a giant exhibition piece showing at the Thorn Gallery. And so the piece itself stems from my inner thoughts, things that I really like, things that make me happy. I really wanted to take all these little things and put them together and just create the weirdest collection of things. It mostly focuses on found objects, spray paint, making everything pink because I am a huge lover of the color pink. I've always found it as something that bothered me in our society, and I really wanted to focus on it. Why does this define some people? Why do some people hate this color? I really wanted to focus on it because I think it's a beautiful color.
I have learned a ton. I remember when I was first applying last year, and I was talking to a professor about having my own studio space, and he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be great, it's gonna change your life, you're gonna have such a great time." And I believed him, but I was also kind of okay, that's kind of something you say to students. It can't possibly change everything. But it really has been super rewarding to develop kind of my own studio practice. I didn't realize how much having a space of your own can change the way you work and the way you think about your own work. And so I've just learned a lot about like creating an environment where you want to make things and arranging your work around you in such a way where it feels cohesive. I think that was the biggest difference for me of having a space, was that before I had my own space where I could just leave things out, you know, like you finish one thing and then you put it away and you move on to the next thing. And when you have your own space to kind of lay out however you want, you can take that past work and kind of arrange it and figure out different combinations and themes that emerge, and it can really influence the next thing.
I think the thing that motivates me to create is the kind of drive to be unique. I really kind of don't want to not like stick in, but not also stick out. Like I just kind of want to like make and do like what I feel like just kind of in my soul, and it's really kind of easy for me to do that with art. And it's a big part of who I am, who my family is, and it's a way for me to kind of connect to myself.
I think one of the things that motivates me to create things is my my ancestors. As weird as that sounds, my great nana, she was a painter, and I'm actually named after her. I feel connected to her in a way, and I really wanted to focus on that part of myself and I felt as though if she can do it, I definitely can do it. So what's stopping me?
It just feels like something I need to do, like, and I've never not done it. My mom, like, you know, everyone's parents have this like collection of stories that they tell about them. But my mom is always like, you know, I knew you were going to be an artist because when I had your younger sister and I needed you to occupy yourself, I would just leave you at the kitchen table and you would draw for like 6 hours. And that's not something that a toddler normally does. But it feels like what I'm here for. Like, I'm a person who makes things.
In 10 years after school, I really see myself working more in archival work with photographs. I've found a true love with vernacular photography and looking at these people who you don't know who they are, but they took this picture for some reason. And I've fallen in love with that and wanting to preserve those photographs for future generations. I hope that I can both do something in that field and still continue to do my crazy pink pop art work.
I hope to see myself in 10 years with like a little art shop that I'd like to open and sell local art and teach art to the community, and I'd hope to have like my own little private studio at home where I can make art and sell it, and I'd like to be an independent artist, but that's kind of a big stretch. So I hope that I can in 10 years share my art with important people that I care about and just kind of the community in general.
Parents especially all the time are just like so freaked out that their kid wants to pursue this thing that like doesn't really have a set job at the end of it. There's a million different things that you can do. Like if you think about anywhere that art is present, there's a bunch of people behind it.
Art isn't just something that you just do for fun. Growing up, like I'd have people tell me that art was something that, you know, wasn't really like a career or you couldn't really do anything out of it. But this program has definitely taught me that there are a lot of jobs in the art field that just aren't really known, and it's been really helpful to kind of help me be more confident in that.